Welcome to the ZyLab 1 training series. This session will focus on advanced document production and is a continuation of the basic document production video. In that video, the production dataset was defined by selecting one or more tags. However, there are other considerations that may be made when defining the dataset. For example, how inline attachments and embedded objects are handled. Inline attachments and embedded objects can be extracted from documents and emails. This results in child objects that can be searched, analyzed, and produced on their own. Depending on how such an independent object was tagged, it can be produced as a separate document. To prevent redundant production of inline attachments and embedded objects, set the fields isInlineAttachment and isEmbedded to No. In the production wizard, you can define which documents should be produced as images, natives, or text. Please note the difference between documents produced as images or natives. When all documents will be produced as images, you can make exceptions. On the other hand, when some documents will be produced as natives, you can add extensions. Only these extensions will be produced as natives. When setting the naming convention of images, natives, or text files, it is common to use the Bates number. You can also define your own naming convention by adding any available fields from your matter. Hit Ctrl+space for a list of all available fields. Produced files will be placed into folders. By default, the folder name is set to the output format with a maximum number of 4,000 documents before a new folder is created. When producing a large dataset, it is recommended that an appropriate prefix is added for easy identification. Similar file names will be placed in separate folders as duplicate names are not allowed by operating systems. A variety of options are available when producing images. The orientation of the documents can be set to portrait, landscape, or auto-detect. With auto-detect, images can be produced based on the detected orientation of the original document. Color, size, and compression can also be configured, and blank pages can be excluded. Image output options include single-page TIFF, multi-page TIFF, PDF, and searchable PDF. From the Burn-In Fields tab, you can define how and where the Bates number or other selected fields should appear in the produced image. Any field or custom value, including plain text, can be burned into a document. An example of a burn-in field would be labeling documents as confidential, or with trial or deposition exhibit numbers that have been applied through the use of a custom tag. Font type, date format, and margins can also be set on this screen. From the Redactions tab, you have the ability to define how redactions appear on the produced document image. Please note that redacted documents can only be produced as images, not as natives or text. From the Placeholders tab, you can define which information should be included with the placeholder file. When a file is not produced as an image, the placeholder file replaces and defines it. From the Load File tab, multiple formats can be selected for a single production. Field mapping and delimiters can be configured for every load type. Even if a load file is not required, it is recommended to at least produce a CSV file for a record and/or report of the files produced. Due to possible privilege or work product information that may be extracted, experienced litigation support personnel or other users with extensive knowledge of the dataset should be consulted when creating complex load files. Productions can be managed from the Production Overview page. From this page, all completed productions can be viewed as well as in-progress, queued, failed, canceled, or draft productions. Settings from any previous production can be reused to create a new production set. This can be useful when there's a need to do rolling or batch productions. When reusing the settings, be sure to update the starting Bates number for the new production set. Old productions can be deleted from the Production Overview page. Please note that this does not delete the produced files from the file system. Select Output Only when you want to keep the production Bates numbers available on the documents. When a production has failed, a log file appears in the production card. You can copy this log file and share it with your administrator. This concludes this session on ZyLab's Advanced Document Production functionality. For more information, please refer to the ZyLab documentation portal at docs.zylab.com.